Hi everyone, Tony here from Psych'd on Baseball Cards with another video. Today I'm going to show some more of my Topps 1960s set. These cards are from my childhood that I have had graded, and so I have 5 cards to show. I'm going to show these like 5 cards at a time and until I run out. I'm thinking about having some more of my set graded. Problem is, I don't think many of them will grade more than a 4 or a 5, so I'm not sure if it's really worth it or not. But anyway, let's get started. And first up, we have Woody Held. This card is graded a PSA 7. It's really nice. The corners are nice. It's a little bit off-centered, right to left. But it's a really beautiful card. And Woody was, see if I can get this a little better light in here. Okay, Woody, he was a shortstop. Played for the Yankees, the Kansas City Athletics, Cleveland Indians, Washington Senators, Orioles, Angels, and White Sox. So he played for a lot of different teams. He originally signed with the Yankees a $6,000 bonus prior to the 1951 season. He was with the Yankees for 6.5 years, but all of those years were in the minor leagues. He was traded along with Billy Martin, Ralph Terry, and Bob Martin to Kansas City for Ryan Duran, Harry Simpson, and Jim Posini. He hit 20 homers as a rookie for the Kansas City A's and was then traded at the end of the season to Cleveland. For 5 seasons in Cleveland, beginning in '59, he was a regular in the starting lineup, first at shortstop before switching to second base in '63. He was the first Indians shortstop to hit at least 20 homers in a season, achieving it in each of 3 consecutive seasons. 29 homers in '59, 21 in '60, and 23 in '61. He had possessed the team's career record for most home runs by a shortstop with 85 until he was surpassed by Johnny Peralta in 2002. In a 14-year career, he posted a .240 batting average with 179 home runs and 559 RBIs. Okay, so that's a little bit on Woody. Next up, we have Joe Nuxhall. This was in a PSA 6. Another really sharp card, a little bit off-center, top to bottom, but a really nice card. Okay, a little bit of history on Joe. Joe was a left-handed pitcher with Cincinnati for 15 years. After retiring as a player, he became a radio broadcaster for the Reds from 1967 through 2004, and then he continued part-time for another 3 years before he died in 2007. Nuxhall held the team's record for career games pitched with 484 from 1965 to 1975, and still holds the team mark for left-handers. He signed with Cincinnati in February of 1944, and because of a player shortage due to the war, he is most remembered for having been the youngest player ever to appear in a major league game, pitching 2/3 of an inning for Cincinnati on June 10, 1944, at the age of 15 years, 316 days. He stated, "I was pitching against 7th, 8th, and 9th graders, kids 13 and 14 years old. All of a sudden, I look up and there's Stan Musial and the likes. It was a very scary situation." He started that game off well, retiring the first batter he faced on a ground out, but the rest of the inning didn't go so well. He walked 5, gave up 2 hits, threw 1 wild pitch, and gave up 5 runs. He spent the rest of the 1944 season in the minor leagues. He had a career 135 and 117 one-loss record and was a two-time All-Star. He is in the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. All right, next up we have Albie Pearson. It's a mint 8 off center. It's funny how the other cards didn't get off center, but this one did. Okay, a little bit on Albie. He had an 8-year career, played for the Senators and the Orioles, and was selected by the Angels in the expansion draft in 1960. One of the smallest MLB players of the era, he stood 5 foot 6 inches, weighed 140 pounds. During his rookie season with the Senators, he was the shortest player in the major leagues. He was the Rookie of the Year in 1958 and was a lifetime 270 hitter. In the 1960s, he started a Riverside Youth Foundation, which focused on helping children stay off drugs. In 1997, he and his wife founded the Father's Heart Ranch in Desert Hot Springs, California, an 11-acre home for abused, neglected, and abandoned children ages 6 to 12 years, all boys. Okay, and next up we have Bob Bruce, graded PSA 7. Very nice card. Okay, Bob pitched from 1959 to 1967. He debuted with the Tigers in '59 and was traded to the Houston Colts 45s for Sad Sam Jones 2 years later. Bruce was a mainstay for the expansion team's starting rotation in its early seasons and was the first Houston pitcher to win 15 games in 1964. On April 19, 1964, Bruce struck out 3 batters on 9 pitches in the 8th inning of a 6-2 win over the Dodgers. He did that a day after Sandy Koufax had actually done the same thing. He became the 7th National League pitcher and the 12th pitcher in Major League history at the time to accomplish that feat of throwing 9 pitches and striking out 3 batters. He was traded to the Atlanta Braves at the end of the '66 season and retired in 1967. He was a career 49 wins, 71 losses, with an ERA of 3.85, which actually isn't too bad. Okay, next up, we have one of my favorite names when I was a child, Smokey Burgess. Just another card. PSA 4 with a MC. I think the MC is a mark, but I'm not sure. Don't know where it is. Card looks pretty nice to me. Looks more off-center than anything else. But anyway, you get what you get. Okay, Smokey. Let's see, I wonder if I did that. I wonder how that would work. Okay, Smokey had a 17-year career as a catcher. He made his Major League debut at the age of 22 with the Chicago Cubs in 1949. In October '51, he was traded to Cincinnati, who promptly traded him to Philadelphia. With the Phillies, he platooned alongside right-handed hitting Stan Lopata. He had his best season in '54 when he had a .368 batting average in 108 games for the Phillies, earning his first All-Star game selection. At the beginning of the '55 season, he was traded to Cincinnati, where he finally got the chance to play every day. He rose to the occasion, hitting .306 that season, along with 20 home runs and 77 RBI, gaining his second consecutive All-Star berth. On July 29th of '55, Burgess hit 3 home runs and had 9 RBIs during a game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Also in '59, he was traded along with Harvey Haddix and Don Hoke to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Burgess was the catcher, in May of 1959 when Harvey Haddix pitched a perfect game into the 13th inning against the Milwaukee Braves before losing the game 1-0. Burgess also won a World Series with the Pirates in 1960, hitting .333 in the 7-game series. By '63, Jim Pagliarone had taken over as the Pirates' starting catcher, and in late 1964, Burgess was acquired by the White Sox, who were in the heat of the pennant race. In his first plate appearance with the White Sox on September against Detroit, he hit a game-tying home run. Over the next 3 seasons, he was used most exclusively as a pinch hitter, appearing in just 7 games behind the plate. Burgess played his final game in October 1967 at the age of 40. He was a career .295 hitter and a 9-time All-Star, and he is in the Cincinnati Hall of Fame. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, and everybody have a nice rest of the day, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.